Good morning, students. Okay, so we have studied about speed. Speed is the distance traveled per unit time. Okay, so the distance traveled whenever the object is moving, it covers some path length. This path length, which we call it as the distance traveled per unit time is called as the speed, and its SI unit is meter per second. Okay, then different types of speeds we have discussed. Uniform speed, when the body is in uniform motion. Uniform motion means the object is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the speed is said to be uniform. Non-uniform, which is also called as the variable speed, when the object is covering unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then its speed is not constant, the speed is variable, which we call it as the non-uniform speed. And whenever the speed is non-uniform, we calculate the average speed, which is given by total distance upon total time taken. Okay, so example 8.1 also we have discussed. Okay, write one more question. Write down an object starts from point A, moves in a straight line and reaches a point B, with a speed of 20 meter per second, meters per second. Write down, then he returns back from B to A, with a speed of 30 meter per second, Find his average speed, in this entire journey. Okay, for the whole journey, the speed is not constant. Why? Because while going, he is going with 20 meter per second, and while returning back, he is coming with 30 meter per second. So the speed is not constant, and hence this is a variable speed, and we have to calculate its average speed. Okay, now we know that the average speed is given by total distance upon total time taken. Okay, let the distance from A to B is x. Let us assume that it is x. So while returning back also, he covers a distance x. So A to B distance is x. So coming back B to A, the distance will be the same, that is x only. So what is the total distance traveled? X plus x, 2x. 2x is the total distance traveled. Now what is the total time taken? Let for going, he takes a time t1, and returning back, he returns back in time t2. Okay, so t2 will be less because he is coming with a greater speed. Now the time taken will be less. Okay, now let us find out time t1 and t2. We know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. So t1 for going from A to B is the time t1. T1 is equal to distance upon speed. What is the distance traveled? Distance traveled is from A to B, it is x. T1 is the time from A to B. Time taken is distance upon speed. X upon by what speed is it traveling? 20 meter per second. So T1 is equal to x by 20. Distance upon speed. Okay, this is the time. Okay, and T2 is equal to, again, distance upon speed. While coming back B to A, the distance is again x, and what is the speed? 30 meter per second. Okay, first let's find out the total time T. The total time is equal to T1 plus T2. So let us find out T1 plus T2, and then we'll substitute it here. T1 plus T2 is x upon 20 plus x by 30. Okay, let us take this LCM. Okay, 20 and 30, its LCM is 60. Okay, how much it would be? 3x plus 2x, that is 5x upon 60. So what is the total time taken? 5x upon 60. Now let's find out the average speed. Average speed is equal to the total distance, 2x upon the total time is 5x upon 60. Okay, which can be simplified as x and x you can cancel out. 2 into 60 upon 5. Okay, 60 divided by 5 is 12. Okay, 5 into 12 is 60. So 12 into 2, 24 meter per second is his average speed. So this way we calculate the average speed, the total distance upon the total time taken. Okay, total distance. Okay, like in this case, it will be 2x. Going and returning back, x plus x, it will be 2x. And the total time taken will be, for going, let he takes t1 time. And for returning back, let the time is t2. So t1 plus t2, you can simplify. T1 is distance upon speed. Okay, so you can do this question in your copy. Then we proceed to the next topic, which is velocity. Okay, so speed we have completed till now. How many physical quantities have we studied? Distance, displacement, speed. Okay, speed is defined as distance traveled per unit time. Its SI unit is meter per second. And it is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity means it has got no direction. It doesn't have any direction. Okay, write the next, velocity. Okay, now what is velocity? It is defined as displacement per unit time. Okay, or we can define it as it is the speed with direction. It is the speed with direction. Velocity is defined as speed with direction, or it can be defined as displacement per unit time. So write down, first write the question, define velocity. Define velocity, give its SI unit. Give its SI unit. Is it a scalar or a vector quantity? Is it a scalar or a vector quantity? Okay, define velocity. You have to write the formula. Whenever you define any physical quantity, you write its formula, define velocity, give its SI unit, and is it a scalar or a vector quantity? Okay, so first write down the definition of velocity. Write down, it is defined as speed with the direction. It is defined as speed with the direction, or it can be defined as displacement per unit time, or it can be defined as displacement per unit time. Okay, so what will be the formula of velocity? Velocity is displacement per unit time. Write its formula. Displacement per unit time, we call it as velocity. So write the formula, velocity is, okay, whatever you write in the statement, the same formula, it becomes velocity is displacement per unit time, or we can define it as speed with the direction. Okay, what will be its SI unit? We know that displacement has also got a unit, meter upon second. So its SI unit is meter per second. Okay, SI unit is meter per second. Other practical units can be taken as kilometer per hour, centimeter per second, etc. Okay, but the SI unit is meter per second. Okay, now tell me whether it's a scalar or a vector quantity. We have defined it as speed with the direction, or displacement per unit time. Displacement is a vector quantity. Speed along with the direction. So some direction here we are mentioning. So it is a vector quantity. So write down, it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Okay, velocity is defined as displacement per unit time. Its SI unit is meter per second, and it is a vector quantity. Write down, that is, it is a vector quantity, that is, it has got magnitude as well as direction. You already know what are vector quantities. That is, it has magnitude as well as direction. That is, it has magnitude as well as direction. Okay, now different types of velocities here we'll discuss. So write the heading, types of velocities. Okay, different types, whether the velocity is constant, changing, variable. So write down, first write the question. Explain different types of velocities. Explain different types of velocities. Okay, write the first one, uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means constant velocity. Now velocity is speed with direction. So the speed should be constant, as well the direction should be the same. The direction should not change. That is, it should keep on moving in the same straight line. The direction should not change. So then such a velocity, we call it as uniform velocity. That is, the speed is constant, as well the direction is not changing. Then such a velocity, we call it as uniform velocity. Okay, so write down uniform velocity. Uniform velocity is the constant velocity, when the speed is constant, and the direction does not change. That is, keeps on moving in the same direction, and the direction does not change, that is keeps moving in the same direction. Okay, then the velocity is said to be uniform velocity. So uniform velocity is when the speed should be constant. Okay, suppose a car is moving with 20 kilometers per hour on a straight road. So it keeps on moving with the time, its speed is not changing. It keeps on moving with 20 kilometers per hour only. And it keeps on moving in the same direction, that is in the same straight line on the same straight road. Then the velocity is said to be uniform velocity. So uniform velocity means speed should be constant and the direction should not change. So write its example. Write down, a car moving on a straight road. A car, example, this is the example. A car moving on a straight road with a constant velocity of, with a constant speed of, a car moving on a straight road with a constant speed of 40 kilometers per hour. A car moving on a straight road with a constant speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So in this example, you see that the speed is constant 40 kilometers per hour, and it is keep on moving in the same direction on the same straight road. Okay, that is in the same straight line. Then the velocity is constant. So uniform velocity means constant velocity. Okay, the velocity should be constant. And when is it possible? as we know that velocity is speed with direction. So the speed should be constant and the direction should not change. Then such velocity, we call it as uniform velocity. Okay, understood? So once again, I'll explain. Velocity is speed with the direction. Now for constant velocity, which we call it as uniform velocity, which is only possible. Speed should be constant, direction should be the same. Speed constant, speed as we know that constant speed is, uniform speed is, body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. So the speed should be constant, the body should be in uniform motion, and it should keep on moving in the same straight line. Then only the velocity will be constant. Okay, it should not change its direction. It should keep on moving in the same direction. Okay, speed constant, direction is not changing. The direction is also the same, that is keeps on moving in the same straight line. Write the second one, non-uniform or variable velocity. Or variable velocity. Okay, non-uniform, variable, that is the velocity is varying with the time. The velocity is not constant with the time. The velocity is changing with the time. Then such a velocity, we call it as variable velocity, non-uniform velocity. Velocity is not constant. Okay, now how will we define variable velocity? We know that velocity is speed with direction. So either the speed is changing or the direction is changing. That is any object which is moving with a constant speed, but it is changing its direction, then also the velocity will be variable. Okay, or if it is moving in the same direction but changing its speed, then the velocity is, then also the velocity will be non-uniform. Or if the object is changing its speed, also the direction, then also the velocity will be non-uniform, variable. Okay, as we know that velocity is speed with the direction. Speed with direction, we call it as velocity. So non-uniform, either this is changing or this is changing or both are changing. Speed is also changing, direction is also changing. Okay, then also the velocity is not constant. Such a velocity, we call it as non-uniform velocity. So as velocity is speed with direction, non-uniform means variable. Variable means it's changing. When is it possible? Either this is changing, speed is changing, or direction is changing, or maybe both are changing. Speed is also changing, direction is also changing. Then also the velocity will be non-uniform. So write down non-uniform velocity or variable velocity. Write down an object is said to be, an object is said to have non-uniform velocity. An object is said to have non-uniform velocity when either its speed is changing or direction is changing, or maybe both are changing, Okay, so an object is said to have non-uniform velocity when either speed is changing or direction is changing, or maybe both are changing. Okay, speed and direction both are changing, then also the velocity will be non-uniform velocity. So an object is said to be in non-uniform velocity when either speed changes or direction changes or both changes, then also the velocity will be not constant, it will be non-uniform velocity. Okay, write its example. Write down an object moving along a circular path or moving along the circumference of a circle An object moving along the circumference of a circle with constant speed. An object moving on a circular path or on the circumference of a circle with a constant speed. Okay, an object is moving along the circumference of a circle with constant speed. So here the speed is constant. Suppose it's moving with 10 meter per second. Here also its speed is 10 meter per second. Here also speed is 10 meter per second. At this point also 10 meter. At every point the speed is 10 meter per second. So the speed is constant. But here you can see that the direction at every point is changing. How can we find out the direction? By drawing the tangent at that point. At any point, if you want the direction of this velocity, what will you do? You will draw the tangent. So you draw the tangent at every point. At every point, you see that the direction of the tangent is different. So this is giving the direction of the velocity. At every point you can see that the direction is different. So here, though the object is moving with a constant speed, but its direction is changing at every point. So such a velocity, we call it as non-uniform velocity. That is, the velocity is changing with the time. The velocity is varying with the time. So such a velocity, we call it as non-uniform velocity. Okay, so written the example. An object moving along the circumference of a circle with a constant speed. Okay, this is non-uniform velocity. Why? Okay, there you can here you can write down also. Write down, though the speed is constant, but direction is changing at every point. But direction is changing at every point. So the velocity is non-uniform. Okay, so the velocity is variable, non-uniform. Okay, write the third one, average velocity. Okay, average. When do we find out? Whenever the velocity is non-uniform, we calculate its average velocity. And average velocity is given by total displacement upon time taken. Total displacement upon total time taken, we call it as average velocity. So whenever the velocity is variable, we calculate its average velocity, which is given by this formula. So write down, write the third one, average velocity. Write down, when the velocity is variable, when the velocity is variable, we calculate its average velocity. We calculate its average velocity given by. We calculate its average velocity given by. Given by, write this formula. Average velocity is equals to total displacement upon total time taken. So from here we can see that the average velocity can be zero. When the displacement is zero, this velocity can be zero, but the speed can never be equal to zero. Okay, the velocity, if the displacement is zero, then the velocity will be zero, but the speed can never be equal to zero. So write down the velocity can be zero. The velocity can be zero when the displacement is zero. The velocity can be zero when the displacement is zero. Write down if, okay, average velocity, one more formula here I am giving. Write down, if the velocity is changing, if the velocity is changing at a uniform rate, if the velocity is changing at a uniform rate, then the average velocity is given by, then the average velocity is given by initial velocity, that is the arithmetic mean of initial and the final velocity. Okay, how do we find out the arithmetic mean? Add the initial and the final velocity and divide it by 2. This is the mean. So it is given by, write the formula, initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. Okay, if the velocity is changing, first write down, if the velocity is changing at uniform rate. If the velocity is changing at uniform rate, then the average velocity is given by, write this formula, average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. Okay, that is, it is the arithmetic mean of these two types of velocities. Okay, changing at uniform rate. Uniform rate means increasing or decreasing with a constant rate. Okay, suppose with 2 meter per second, it is increasing its velocity. So in every second, it is increasing its velocity by 2 meter per second. Okay, right now the velocity is 2 meter per second. After 1 second, the velocity becomes increases by 2 meter per second. So it becomes 4 meter per second. Again, after 1 more second, its velocity becomes 6 meter per second. That is, in every second it is increasing its velocity by 2 meter per second. So this we call it as velocity is increasing at a uniform rate. Okay, if the velocity is increasing at a uniform rate, that is increasing or decreasing. It may be decreasing also. So if the velocity is changing by uniform rate, that is increasing by constant velocity, then we find out the average velocity by this formula, which is the arithmetic mean of initial and the final velocity, that is initial plus final velocity upon 2. Okay, so this is the average velocity. Okay, now there are few questions given on page number 102. Okay, examples. So I'm talking about the examples, example 8.2 and example 8.3. Okay, you will try these questions. These are the solved questions, example 8.2 and 8.3. These are the solved questions. You will try to solve it on your own. And then on the next one, I'll be discussing on the board. Okay, also, we have to discuss few differences between speed and velocity. So on the next one, we'll discuss the differences between speed and velocity. Okay, try these two questions, and there are 4 unsolved questions also that I'll solve it on the next one on the board. Okay, so keep studying and revise it. Okay, revise it by writing on a copy. Okay, and do the numericals as many as possible. Thank you, class.